I've been waiting because I got questions.
Well, girl,
But wait,
come
before
on with
I even get into that side, I want you to introduce yourself and tell me what genre you write in.
I'm Charae Lewis, and the genre I write under is urban fiction, urban romance. That's pretty much been my genre. I don't think I've steered into any other lanes except for the urban genre.
How long have you been writing, and what was your aha moment that said, this is what I want to do? I wanted to be a writer.
I started writing in 2011,
Mm.
and I wasn't that good at it. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't that
The
good.
devil is a lie because your books be
No,
fire.
I had to develop this talent. Like it didn't just come to me naturally. I had to like really develop it.
Yeah.
But I'm not I would say because I had published my first book in 2012.
Hmm.
I didn't really have that aha like, ooh, I could maybe do this until like 2015.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy because I was looking at going through all your books. I was looking at her and I was like, damn, she got a lot of books.
Yeah.
Because because I got to you when I got to Burner Boy.
Hmm.
So I didn't know about everything else. So when I went to Burner Boy, I was like, I wonder did they write any more books? And then when I saw how many books you really read, I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I'm so far behind. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's a lot.
You have a lot of books, and my favorites, of course, Burner Boys,
Hmm.
but Crazy Love and My Little Love,
Oh, yeah.
that and
Girl.
Saint Ave,
Yeah.
those are like my top right there.
Thank you.
So now let's get into some of your books. I noticed that a lot of your stories are like duologies or series. Is that something you intentionally do, or is just the characters speak to you and it just go from there?
I usually plan out my series, so those are always planned out. When I did My Little Love, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one on Amani, and then I was gonna do one on MJ, the oldest brother, but he just was not interesting enough for me to write a whole
Mm,
book on him. Um, but yeah, I usually plan it out.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So let's talk about Saint Ave, your newest book.
Hmm.
That's your newest book, right? Saint Ave.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about Saint Ave. Hero. Hero was a very complex character in your book, and you brought attention a plethora of realistic topics from mental health to drug usage, even from parent not being parent.
Hmm.
Now, I noticed in a lot of your writing, you do bring in a lot of realistic things that it's like realism to the topic, even though they're fictional stories. Or is that intentional?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't write with the fairy tale aspect. Like I don't know. I just want to be as realistic as I can. And if we are living in a realistic world, we all got like
Mhm.
problems. So I like to give especially my male characters, I like to give them some flaws because
Yeah.
ain't no perfect man. So we got to make them a little, scratched up a little bit.
And with Hero, you also brought in the aspect of him being the single parent
Hmm.
with the two demon spawns. No, I'm just playing. No,
Don't
for
play them.
real.
Don't play the two bins.
Because Saint Angel is just so woo.
I think you were saying you would charge. I remember I asked how much y'all charge
I
Hero, and
said
you was
$10
like,
million as a deposit. That's the deposit. I'm not watching. They've been here before. Those are Satan's little
uh,
helpers. No, thank you.
uh,
But I understood. I understood once, even though I'm cracking jokes about it, the seriousness of it, I understood why they were the way they were. The
hmm.
dysfunction was all around them. You know what I'm saying? And then also you had that aspect where you made Hero very vulnerable, but not vulnerable because he was hiding his mental health problems. But
Hmm.
the kids were taking the impact of it because they were trying to protect
Yeah,
him, but not being kids.
exactly.
So stories like that, how hard is it to write those type of stories?
It's not that hard for me as long as I, get the research done. I have to research
Right.
because readers will be like, that's not how it go. That's not how they do it. So, it's not that hard. I just have to make sure, like I said, like realistic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do a lot of research. As long as I do the research, I feel like it's okay. Like the process,
Was it
not
draining?
hard. Hmm?
Was it draining for you? Because, like I said, that topic of the type of depression that he had is something that is like, wow, is it kind of just made him just shut down. So was it a struggle for you to like, or did you like have to take a break from writing it?
The whole book was a struggle. The book, 75% of that book was written last year. And I
Wow.
sat it down because it just was, it was a lot. So, and I wasn't connecting with the character. So I sat it down, I shelved it, and I didn't get back to it until like May. When I wrapped it up, I had reread it and I was reading it like I didn't even write it. And I was like, okay, I think it's time for me to finish it. But yeah, the whole book was kind of a struggle a bit.
Wow. I can
Yeah.
imagine the book was in itself. I ain't gonna lie. It was some funny moments in there
Hmm.
because those kids,
Yeah.
but the mother, her attitude towards her kids was just wow.
Yeah.
And the mother or the mother of the children, Gabriella, whatever her name
Yeah.
was, she was she was a lot. She was a lot.
We had a lot of nerve. A lot.
Accountability just wasn't in her.
Mm-mm. It was all hero fault.
It it really was, and I was like, no wonder this man has so many mental health issues. Y'all just putting everything on him.
Right. It ain't funny, but that's true.
And yes,
What you did you like her? Cause girl, it's mixed feelings for her. So
let
I don't
me
know. I always never know who like her, who don't.
let me sip my vitamin C drink.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay. Yasmin was so prideful to the point that she was missing out on things that was right in front of her.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I get where she was coming from because she was a wife at one point in time, but then her husband decided, you ain't what I want after so many years, and I want something new because she got a career and blah, blah, blah. Even though she could have had a career,
Mhm.
but you told her you wanted her to be at home.
Yeah,
You know
you
what
was
I'm
gonna
saying?
take care of her.
Right. So now you got time to take care of.
Hmm.
So I see it from both sides, but she had that pride was kicking her in her ass.
And she was very stubborn.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
kicking her in her ass. And I was like, damn, I wish one of these kids kicking her in her damn ass because it was like, damn, she was just doing too much.
Mhm. She was.
So, but at the same time, I like how you wrote her because even though she was stubborn and prideful, you saw her vulnerability when it needed to be there. And the fact that, she could help Hero be vulnerable.
Hmm.
That in itself was like a big thing for me. That she helped this man who was more prideful than her,
Right.
closed off than her, become more open about who he was and what was really going on with him.
Right.
So it's you're right. It's like 50-50 with her.
Hmm.
I love
Yeah.
to hate her type deal.
Yeah.
So
Yasmin, I didn't want her to be too weak either. Like I wanted her to at least, clap back if somebody talk crazy to her, or like
right,
I didn't want her going out sad kind of thing where she's just so just weak. Like I want her to, and maybe that was to a fault because you said she was too prideful.
yeah,
So, um,
yeah.
Yeah.
But it worked out for her because I think if she wasn't prideful, she would have been more of a pushover
Mm-hmm.
because it was just way too much shit going on.
Yeah. And Hero don't need no pushover because he would have
He,
ran right over, ran
I,
over her.
I swear to you, I swear to you. Okay, the kids now, them little heathens. Yeah.
You gonna quit coming for them twins, girl. I know they was
But
terrible. They were terrible.
even though they were little terrorists, they brought the best out of all of them.
Mhm.
Just because of the way they acted brought the best out of all the adults.
Yeah, because they seen so much. They already
Yeah.
grown as hell, and they seen
Yeah.
a lot. Then they got this dad who a global superstar, so they spoiled on top of all of that. So yeah, they were a lot.
So and then it was also how they saw their mom. That just broke my heart. That part when
Mhm.
you're talking about that Gabrielle's, I'm thinking the woman dead.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Her overdose. Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that the kids saw that and she still
Mhm.
couldn't take the accountability for that just blew me.
Yeah, it's like she didn't care. It's like she was so focused on whatever settlement she thought she was gonna get from the divorce that was her only focus. She didn't even care about them kids like that.
No, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that Yasmin was like, "These are my babies. These are my kids."
Mm-hmm.
I love that part. Now, another set of books was My Crazy Love and My Little Love. Uh, and my favorite out of the two was My Little Love. That
Yeah,
that, that
that's
was
the
my
sweeter out of
favorite.
the two because the My Crazy Love was yeah, it was a lot.
It, it was a lot going on in that book.
I agree.
But my Little Love, another one of the reasons I like it because her name was Nevada. My name is Laveda. So I was like, oh shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But Nevada, I like how you wrote her because she was a boss. She had her own business, everything else, but she was a hopeless romantic.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't giving up on love, even though love was just fucking her over big time.
Girl, they said she fell in love every 10 to 12 business days. Like she wanted a relationship.
Exactly. And then um she had like an urban mentality, like, yeah, I'm boss, I could be professional, but I will whoop your ass in a
Hmm.
heartbeat. And I love that for her. I love that for
Yeah,
her.
I mean,
And
look
that's
what kind
what
of family she was a part of. They was always ready.
yeah, her cousins was something else.
Yeah,
Something else.
were.
So with Akil, I like how you wrote him as it wasn't just a sexual thing. He was into her mentally, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
Hmm.
Like he wanted to cater to those things before it even got to a sexual aspect.
Yeah.
Which would, even though I know he was in jail for a hot second, but it's just the fact that that was important to him, and
Hmm.
you wrote him like, yeah, this is what a man's supposed to do. Was that intentional, just to showcase, like, yeah, this is what you're supposed to
Yeah. Um, I think even with them meeting,
do?
like it was different the way they met. And of course, it couldn't be physical because he ain't see her. He didn't know how she looked.
Right.
So, I feel like he got to know her mentally, and he
Mm-hmm.
kind of felt for that first, and he wanted more before they moved to the physical part, which was a no-brainer, of course. But yeah, I want to showcase like not all men just fall for the physical. Some of them be looking mentally into women and seeing how they mind are as well.
Yeah. See, when a man tell you I'll make love to you mentally, run, bitch, run, because he really about to he really about to have you off
Yeah,
of you believe
yes.
on him. I will fight for this man.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna put a spell on you.
Right. Because any man to tell you I don't want that physical shit. I want to make love to you mentally and emotionally. I hope you prepared.
Yeah. You're gonna have to pray that away if you ever leave.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the cousin dating the ex. What in the hell? That's so
Yeah.
messy.
She's just one of the ones that love to keep it in the family, you know?
Girl.
She literally kept it in the family.
She was messy as hell. And his cousin was too.
Yeah, especially considering how close they Akil and I forgot his name, girl. Them were.
Yeah.
I don't
And
remember that man's name.
you also see, and this is another thing that I liked about your writing, from what I've read from you, you talk about mental health a lot, especially with men. And
Yeah.
so with Hill, you showcasing the anxiety that he had to deal with. Here it is, this man is the hardest thing walking, but he has this mental anxiety that just crushes him.
Yeah.
So what is it about making men own up to their mental health is important to you that you have to write in your book, or is it just the character speaking to you to write that?
You know, men they grow up and they're taught like not to cry, don't show emotion, and then they carry that into their adulthood. And I don't know, I want my men and my little, catalog, I want them to kind of break that cycle and showcase the vulnerable side of themselves and get the necessary help that they need.
That is true.
Um, and when it comes to a kill, like that was inspired by a real father-son relationship that I know
Oh wow.
that's very contentious like that. And, the son developed anxiety because of growing up with that kind of father. So that was really inspired by a real relationship.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's deep as hell because the way Akil and his father's relationship was so fucking toxic.
Yeah, it's almost like the dad just loved antagonizing him and going
It was
against him. Yeah.
it was crazy. I was just like, damn. And then you also did a hood version of Romeo and Juliet. It, it was really a Romeo and Juliet, the Montagues and whatever the fuck that other family was. But you really did a hood version of an urban hood version of the Romeo and Juliet. And I think that's what really drew me in because that's what it felt like, especially when you got to the part of the families not liking each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
was that intentional?
So when I'm writing, I'll be like, I got a general idea of the book, but I
Mm,
use freestyle. And when I got to the part I was writing when the dinner was about to happen, I was
yeah,
like, "Oh, it'll be cool if I threw this plot twist of them not liking her family, and then it'd be
that
that whole explosion at the dinner, and they just caught off guard because they had no idea that the families were beefing or whatever." So yeah, that wasn't intentional. I just thought that would be a great plot twist. Well, as I was writing.
that was crazy.
Yeah, it
That was
was.
crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Okay, now we are going to get into the Burner Boy. You
Oh.
wrote Uno's Tale, that's book 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Esco, that's book
Yep.
3. Okay, so I love me some Yachty, but
I love me some
Uno,
Yachty too, girl. That's my boy.
I love me some Yachty, but I do love me some Esco. I love Esco ass. But Uno, he had like compared to Yachty, Yachty was like, I'm a mean motherfucker, get out my face type person. Whereas Uno was more laid back, chill. But his deposition also was, I don't want to be in a relationship with nan female.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Sunday, who is this, I just made one mistake and now my mama won't let me live it down type thing.
That was terrible.
Oh, horrible. You brought in the aspect of church folks doing more dirt than the people in the streets doing. Once again, you bring that realism back. So what was the motivation for writing that?
When it comes to Sunday and her mama, I hate to say it, but it's some mamas who don't like their daughters.
Yeah.
It's so sad to say, and I feel like I wanted that in my catalog where I got a contentious mama-daughter relationship where if the daughter make a mistake, the mom just harping on it and acting like it's the end of the world and just making her self-esteem go even lower. And I think Uno coming in kind of brought her up a little bit because she was really in a dark place when she had to move back to Good City. And I feel like he brought her out of her little fog or funk she was in.
And then in the doctor part, now Sassy, I love me some Sassy.
Mm-hmm.
So she covered him in love, so he never felt without. But bringing in his biological mother in this, what was your thought process with that one? Bringing in the biological mother.
I wanted to showcase that not all people who are adopted just feel like they missing a part of them. Sassy did cover him with a lot of love, and then he had Yachty, and he really felt like, that was his family. He didn't feel like he was lacking. So I wanted to show like, he met her, he thought she was cool, but it wasn't like he felt empty or was lacking, or you know what I mean? He still felt like he had his family, which was Sassy and Yachty, and of course his the Burner Boys.
In Esco, he is an Afro-Latino man. And Corey, she's black, right?
Yeah.
You brought in the aspect of colorism and hatred towards black women with Persia. How was it writing that?
I knew. I told Dom, I'm like, girl, they is gonna be so pissed and triggered at Persia. Right. But is it not real life?
It really
do they not think they better than us?
It really is. I am married to an Afro-Latino. So I know.
Oh, so you got firsthand experience.
And my kids, my husband is Puerto Rican and black. My kids from my first husband, they're Cuban and black. So they deal with it on a regular, and I deal with it because I'm just black.
Oh yeah, so you already know.
Yeah. So yeah, already.
Yeah.
So I like how you made Esco not just dealing with the illegal side of things, but he had this career and everything going for himself. But his only issue with me was trying to stick to having a 2-parent home and trying to keep the baby mama happy, but you not happy. What made you write that?
I wanted him. I was telling Don, I was like, I want a hopeless romantic as a guy. Like, there are men who just need to be in relationships too, and they don't care how toxic it is, long as they in one. And then, with him growing up in a 2-parent household, he wanted the same for his son.
Right.
But he didn't realize, because even he grew up in a toxic environment with his dad being an alcoholic. His mama called him the police every week to get him out. He didn't realize that, okay, you got two parents in the home. That don't mean you in a healthy environment. So that it came from his childhood, thinking that, because he got two parents, he good.
Now, Corey did kind of make me mad somewhat in this book because she was giving too much energy to certain people. Like, girl, tell them move around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you made her to a character where Esco had to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
She really loved her career.
Yeah.
And so Esco, she had to choose between her career and him. So it's like, bruh, I worked too hard for this shit. So
right.
What was the point of writing that part? Like, making him work for it and her career.
Well, a lot of women are just really career driven, and some women is not about to let a man mess up what they work so hard for, and that was what Corey was on. It's like, listen, I know you're applying pressure, but
he was.
Got my career.
He was applying mad pressure.
Yeah.
It was like, but he still had Portia hanging in the stratosphere, acting a fool. Now that whole situation with Persia, and it was just a lot. It was just a lot.
I know, girl. That was intense.
And then her being, she was like a gold digger. Like, she didn't love him. She loved his money.
And in a way, she would be like, okay, we could get back together. Like, it was on her terms with him.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was like the kid, when it was really, I just want you on my string.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to ask you like I asked Dominique.
Oh, my goodness. I think I know what you're about to ask.
Where is Go happy with Pope and Sassy?
I really don't have an answer. I don't know. Like, we don't see what y'all see. That it's a story there with them.
I don't even care if they get together no more. I just want them to have a story.
Oh, you want them to have just a story?
I mean, I want them to be together, but if it doesn't work out that way, I still want them to have a story because they're such a big fixture in the good city everything. So, and then there's a past there. You get to see like bits and pieces of the past. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, like, what happened in the past with those two?
So, Dominique went first in the series. And when I ran over hers, I was like, oh my goodness. They gonna think something going on with Pope and Sassy. And I always blame her. I'm like, girl, you kind of started this with the Pope and Sassy thing.
Y'all gotta finish it. And then y'all got the side characters, the Haitians.
Oh, girl. We didn't create it so much. Like, I don't know. We gonna pick that up, of course. But it's like, where do we pick
that's in the city? Yeah. And so it's just like everybody connected. So I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was different standalones. I don't know.
We didn't create a whole a mess.
But it's not a lot of Black MC books. And so when you get a series that's good like you guys, we wanted to continue. We just wanted to continue because you see your white counterparts, they'll have MC books that go 24 books.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just like, damn. But I just want to see a Black MC book that just have that longevity that just, you know, I just want to see that because we don't get to see it that often. I ain't got no problem with white authors, but I like to see my own people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And since y'all doing it,
We gonna keep it going. Like, we took a little break because we was, you know, doing these events, but we cannot wait to get back to the Burna Boys. Like, we already had talked about new plot lines and stories. Like, we cannot wait to get back to the Burna Boys.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. In your books, you also discuss sex trafficking amongst our own people.
Mm-hmm.
Was that intentional and why?
It was very intentional because it's so prevalent, especially in our community.
Right.
So, I mean, of course, Burna Boys, those are like fun books for us to just write as wildly as we want, but we still wanted to bring some awareness to what's going on
Right.
in neighborhoods. So that's why we thought of that. And I know some readers was like, oh, why y'all bring that in? You know, we just wanted to have a fun book. But I'm like, girl, this is real life. We got to bring something in that's going on in the community.
Look, I'm the president of a bike club, a female bike club. And yeah, and I could tell you right now, that is a topic, especially in inner cities, because I'm from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So, in inner cities, you have these abandoned buildings, and there's sometimes a group will go through these abandoned buildings to help try to find some of the missing kids or missing women and stuff like that because they have them in these abandoned buildings getting ready to get shipped out for sex trafficking. Mm-hmm. And so when I see books like that, it's true. That shit is really happening.
Yeah, that's why we write it. Like, I mean, we writers, we love to entertain, but if we could bring some awareness in these books, why not?
That's because there's a lot of readers, and I hate that when people put that stigma on Black writers. They'll say, I don't want to read trauma. It's not trauma. It really isn't. It's real. It's real life. You know.
I don't know. I get confused sometimes because, you know, readers are like, oh, we want to read to escape reality, which I can understand. But if we write something too far-fetched, it's like, oh, that wasn't realistic. And it's like, okay, what you want? You know, I don't know. I try to balance it, though.
I had somebody send me an arc and had the man's penis about 12 inches. Ooh.
Girl, who finna get touched with that?
Like, what alien you think this? What?
That's the.
I said, I had to tell him, like, baby, I can't even rate you. My God, what?
Nah,
you lost.
That's way too big.
Talking about she took this 12. 12?
The 12, a whole ruler.
Her ovaries gone.
Oh, girl, that's too long.
He touching lung capacity.
That's a lung. You need to skip past the stomach and everything, huh? Just lung.
But you also have a Kindle Vella that I have not started reading yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's King Judah. That's the name of it. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
I'm having way too much fun with this Vella. Like, it's my first one. So that character is from the End of Time series.
Okay.
And I just never wanted to, I always wanted to write a book on him because I was not done with him. And so I decided to do the Vellas, and it's a lot of drama. I'm
gonna have to get into it.
It's like I got 15 episodes, so yeah.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna get into it.
You'll have a nice little quick read. Yeah.
I'll get into it tonight. You know, I'm a fast ass reader. I'll be going through like 20 books in a week.
Cause you be posting on book reviews. I'll be like, you be
yeah. You know what? I'm at a time in my life, like I done been in the military, I done been to college, got my degrees. I decided not to be a doctor. I just didn't want to go to med school. I got accepted and decided not to go.
Girl.
And I decided I just wanted to read. I like reading books and collecting comic books. And since I can do it without hurting my household, why not?
Do you read with Alexa or you just read the book?
I just read books.
Oh, okay. So you're a real fast reader.
Yeah. The problem with me is I can read books very fast, right? But when it comes to audibles, I have issues.
You don't
Like I get bored.
like audibles?
I get bored so fast.
You know
Like
what? I was like that too. And then I found some narrators. Oh my goodness, that really keep the book interesting. And now I could listen to one.
I don't know. I'm trying. I just rather just read. Just
Yeah.
like just read the book. Let me read. She said
I
let
wanted
Alexa
to
read
try
it.
I wanted to try Alexa, but I don't know. That robot voice makes me bored. I need to
Unless
read
unless
it.
unless that guy sounded like Idris Alba, ain't no way I'm going to freaking pay attention to his ass. No.
No, like it's some like Emmanuel, Jacoby, though they really girl, they be killing, and then Wesley be killing her. I like her man voice better than the female voice. Like she be killing it.
So let me ask you this. So when are the books coming up for you? Like what are the works in progress for you? And when will we hear like pre-order?
Oh girl. You talking about my upcoming book?
Yeah. No.
Ooh, so I'm about to wrap the Vella up this
Okay.
this week coming up. I'm wrapping up because I have to get to this next book. Like the characters are just ready. And I started it earlier this year. I didn't
Uh-huh.
get very far. But yeah, I'm about to really start working on my next one. I don't think I ever did a pre-order too, because too scared. I'll be working on my books up until it's time to upload. So I'll be scared I'll be late with the pre-order.
Girl, you got a big fan base. You and Dominique, y'all got a big fan base. That's what I was telling her. If y'all don't get y'all butts on TikTok, so y'all can sell y'all books on TikTok Shop and make this squat.
Wait, I think Dominique on TikTok.
Chill after I fussed at her.
Oh, that's why she made her a girl.
Because I was like, we were supposed to do an interview, and she was like, I don't really be on TikTok, but you have to have 1,000 followers to do a live.
Oh,
And she was like, oh, I don't have that many followers because I don't be on here. And I was like,
she
and
been
it's
getting on me too. Like, I really do need to make a TikTok. It's hard keeping up with all these social media pages.
yeah, tell me
But I'm gonna
about
do
it.
it. I'm gonna get me a TikTok.
I mean, the reason I say it is because I see that a lot of authors, especially a lot of Black authors that have TikTok shops, they're selling so many books on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
now, and they really don't worry about Amazon anymore because they're selling a bulk amount on TikTok Shop because TikTok Shop pushes it out to everybody, everywhere. So
So they selling
yeah,
like paperbacks or ebooks?
paperback,
Mm-hmm.
and, and they just shut it out because like what's her name, Darlene Cunningham. She has a TikTok shop. She said she made like $1,000 in a week just selling on TikTok shop.
Oh wow. No, that's real
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And they cut the middleman out too, Amazon.
They don't charge you for shipping. I mean, charge you like shipping fees and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just send it out and you get your full price from
Oh,
TikTok.
I like that.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people selling on that mug.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so I have another question for you. What are your thoughts on urban fiction as a genre and how it's perceived within the Black community of readers and as a Black author?
I love urban fiction. I feel like it's evolved a lot,
Mm,
especially from when I first started reading it. Um, we have so many urban authors now.
from
And
the days of
I don't think my people look down on it much. You know, especially the ones that enjoy it. I don't feel like they look down on it much. It's the others who got the same elements in their books. That'd be a lot of nerve for me. So, and don't get me wrong, it's some of my people who be trying to cater to that traditional publishing lane, and then trying to, downplay the indie, Black authors. But I feel like urban fiction has evolved tremendously.
Yeah, I can't keep up with y'all asses because y'all be coming out with books every goddamn week. I turn up. I be hating to get on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram because every time I open the motherfucker, new release. Oh my God!
Listen, we's not playing.
Look, I'm happy y'all doing it, but damn, I only read so fast.
Well, you shouldn't read so fast. Dang.
I know. What would you like to happen in the next year within the Black writer and reader community?
Oh, that's a good question. This is what I want to happen. It's very simple. Just leave us Black indie authors alone. Like, please stop. That's it. Please stop with the rants for nothing because we don't care. Like, just quit bothering us, please. That's all I want. Just quit bothering us. Let us write in peace. If you don't read us, that's fine. But please, stop. Don't make us your content. Just go ahead.
It got to the point. And at first I used to make reply videos and, say stuff. But now I just like, you know what? I'm going to just block you.
Yeah.
I can't even
waste your time on it.
I can't even deal with the pick Mishas and the all of them. I just can't do it. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's some rapid fire questions. I always say they're rapid fire questions, but they never turn out to be rapid fire questions. I don't even know why I keep saying that. If you could write in any genre, what would it be and why?
Okay, so I'm torn between young adult and a thriller. I want to write an urban thriller one day.
Ooh.
But I need to read more thriller books to, research and see what's their formula.
Yeah. Not thriller.
Not to copy, but just to see, like, I feel like every genre does have a formula.
Yeah.
A little bit. But I want to make it my own. But yeah, a thriller or a young adult. I do not like paranormal. I tried to read. I tried to read them and I cannot get into them. I don't know.
No.
I don't know why.
I guess because I like everything besides, I mean, if it's Black historical.
Yeah.
But outside of Black historical, I don't like historical. But yeah, that's about it.
I like Black historical stuff too, but I don't know the paranormal. I tried to read. Maybe I read the wrong one. So, I don't know.
You don't like sci-fi either or fantasy?
No. I gotta remember which one I tried. I cannot remember it. Yeah. It was like, I don't know. I couldn't connect with it. Maybe I read the wrong one. Cause I be seeing readers rave, like they be so geeked when a paranormal book drop, and I be like, dang, I wish I could share the excitement because I just couldn't get into it.
Man, I've been going through Nikki Clark's whole book, paranormal alien and shit.
You be interested? Like, oh my God, is that good?
Good as hell.
See, now I feel like I'm missing out, but I don't know. I got J. Royal. I'll be hearing her name. Maybe I'll try one of hers.
Royal got a shifter one.
You read hers too?
Yeah.
Oh, girl. I'm gonna have to try hers because I do be seeing her books all the time.
I like her Mafia Syndicate book,
Mm-hmm.
and I like her paranormal book. They real. She's good. She
I'm gonna
good.
try her. I'm gonna try one of them since y'all recommended it.
Well, if you do write a thriller, will we get it anytime soon in the future?
I won't say soon, but in the future.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your least favorite trope? Book trope. What is your least favorite? Like you just cannot stand it.
Oh, okay. Least favorite. I'm not saying I don't like this trope, but if I would pick it last. Friends to lovers. I do not be interested. Like y'all been liking each other. Why y'all been playing, wasting all these years? That be my thought process.
You know who writes a good Friends to Lovers? AC
Who
Green.
is good?
AC Green. It's good. It was good. I mean, it was frustrating, but it was good.
Frustrating. You gotta add
It
that in.
was. What is your favorite trope and why?
Favorite trope. I got two of them. I love me an arranged marriage, and I
Mm.
love like age gap when the man older woman. I don't know why. I like that. I don't know why.
Okay, so answer this. Who is your book bag from your book and why? One of your books. Who is your book bag?
I don't even look at them like that. But if I had to choose a character I really like, oh my goodness, that is so hard. I like Seven from Sincerely Me.
I gotta read.
I gotta warn you too, girl. That's a tough one.
Uh-uh.
It's
See.
it's emotional.
Okay. Who is a book bag from your favorite author and what book and why?
My ultimate book bag, like
Yeah.
top tier,
Yeah.
is Kaylin Santos from the Thug series, Wahida Clark.
I've never heard of that.
You have never, girl, the Thug series had us all on the chokehold back in the day. It was, I think it's like 7, 8 books now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. See, I be trying to play catch up. Y'all, I be interviewing y'all. Y'all be mentioning books, and I be sitting here looking like, what?
Yeah, Wahida Clark is like a big deal for us urban fiction authors.
That's it. Now I already have to go through Beverly Jenkins shit.
Oh, bro,
Now
it's gonna take you. It's gonna take you a long time. Her catalog is huge.
I saw it. I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and get the books and just read it in my spare time. Damn.
Babe, girl, Trey was crazy. But yeah,
Now see, I'm gonna have to read it. Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
that was
I'll
from
probably read it.
the early. It came out in the early 2000s, I think.
See, I already got about 15 book reviews because I didn't do book reviews this weekend because
She was
I've been
sick.
sick.
Yeah.
So I said I was gonna do them this weekend coming up. So I kept reading.
Are you still reading? Oh, okay.
Fever. Oh, I'm sitting
I
here
was
in the
about
bed just.
to say, how you enjoy reading and you were sick?
I was just.
Do you remember
I
any of it?
was right. Let me look. I literally
Oh my
wrote.
goodness. You got to, wow, that's crazy.
When I say I really be like thoroughly reading these books, when people, because a lot of times people will say you read so fast, how you know keep retain all that. I write it
Yeah.
down. I write everything down, and then once I write it down, it.
It come back
Oh,
to you
yeah.
or probably. Oh, okay.
Okay. So, will there be any more conventions that you're going to do in the upcoming year?
Mm-mm. I think my last one was in August.
Okay. Okay. What are your social media handles?
On here, I'm Charae_Rose. And then on Facebook and Twitter, I'm Charae Lewis. Yeah.
And do you have a Facebook group or a newsletter or both? And if so, what are they and how can we connect to them?
I got a email my mailing list, which can be found on my website at www.charaelewis.com. And then I do have a Facebook group that I really need to promote more. It's the Tribe. I might have to post
Yeah,
in my stories or something.
because I would like to be in a Facebook group.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna post it.
Okay. Please plug anything you want the readers to know, projects, anything.
I want y'all to read the Kindle Vella Jew story. I highly recommend before you do that to read the End of Time series. It's one of my favorite series I've written, and it's got like 3 different couples. It's a lot of drama.
Oh shit.
A lot of trauma, a lot of therapy, a lot of cussing out, a lot of sex. It got all good. It got all the good elements of crazy love story. So yeah, I'm wrapping up my King Judah Vella this week, hopefully.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, will you, besides the MC Club, do a mafia book?
I have a mafia book.
What is it?
The series is We Can Never Be. That's my mafia series, and I am probably going to continue soon. Actually, this new book is kind of got a little organized crime situation. So, yeah, I'm coming with some mafia style. You read My Crazy Love and My Little Love, The Familia. I'm kind of continuing that organization into the new book. Yeah.
And this is why I will never have no time because I'll be reading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you for spending some of your Sunday with me and answering these questions.
I have fun. Thank you for inviting me.
And when your new book come out, just tag me in it so I know, so I can get the book. And I'll do a review on it. I hope by that time you have a page on TikTok.
I'm gonna get a TikTok. I got to. They always tell me I'm missing out so much over there, so I'm gonna have to get one.
As you do have people that be talking about your book, but they can't
No,
tag
and I
you.
don't be knowing or seeing nothing. I gotta get it together.
Because I had
to get one.
figure it out that you was only on Instagram. I was like, damn.
Listen, I'm gonna get one. I promise. I'm going to get a TikTok.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I look forward to your books. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the King Judah.
Yes, and feel better, girl. Get your rest.
Girl, NyQuil.
Look, you gonna have to sweat that out. You're gonna have to put some layers on and sweat it out.
I'm already. I'm over here burning the hell up.
Yeah. Feel better, boo.